Please help me welcome to the stage 2026 CSUB Alumni Hall of Fame inductee Fred Plain.
Thank you. I want to start off by congratulating my fellow inductees into the CSUB Alumni Hall of Fame, Jennifer, Janie, Judge Zolfa, and Dr. Mendeborough. It's an honor to be included with such a distinguished group. I want to thank my wife Sheila, my daughters Allison, Brianna, Angela, and Jill. Yeah, I had all daughters. You know. Yeah. And, so it was me and the dog. We're the only males. And I wouldn't be able to be involved in the various organizations and activities without their support. I want to thank the alumni engagement staff and my fellow alumni board members for their support. And I want to thank Sarah Hendrick, Heath Niemeyer, and the Alumni Hall of Fame Selection Committee for selecting me for this honor. And I want to thank Dr. Harper, because whether you know it or not, we make recommendations. He has to approve them. So without his approval, we wouldn't be here. So thank you. This honor bestowed upon me made me reflect on a few aspects of my life, my faith, and how the Lord has opened many doors for me and given me wonderful opportunities. My family that's always been supportive and is where my true legacy resides. My career in public service, trying my best to fulfill the trust bestowed upon public servants to do what is right for the community and the taxpayers. And my involvement in community organizations, giving back to the community that means so much to me and trying to make Bakersfield and Kern County a better place for everyone, regardless of their social or economic status. I realized that my involvement in community organizations was not always an intentional on my part. I was assigned to be on the board of directors of Community Action Partnership of Kern by the Board of Supervisors. Okay? And I've stuck with it for 34 years. I was told by one of my supervisors, I signed you up to be a judge in the academic decathlon. It'll be good for you. Okay? I've stuck with that for over 35 years. And then Dr. Mendeborow's staff, they were very resourceful, and they recruited academic decathlon judges to be judges in the Kern County Science Fair, and I've done that several times over the last 10 years. So the things keep coming my way. Even my teaching at CSUB was a result of a former professor asking me to come teach. I never applied for the job. Okay. Also, once I gained a lot of experience serving the community, I was recruited to be on various boards and committees, and like I said in the video, I'm not very good at saying no. Okay. I've also realized that I have several connections with Dr. Mendeborough, whether he remembers or not. Okay. We're both East High and CSUB grads. Okay. I volunteered at the Rosedale School District when he was superintendent there. I remember him passing through the rooms where I was helping students, doing his, the way he does things. He does management by walking around. That's what I equated it to. Okay. And I received the Golden Apple Award from him for the Volunteer of the Year. And I mentored his son Johnny at Centennial Elementary School in the Safe Schools Ambassador Program. Okay. Then there's my involvement with CSUB, giving back to the educational institution that's given so much to me. I wouldn't have accomplished many of the things in my professional and community service life without the principles taught to me in my undergraduate studies in business and in the Masters of Public Administration program. My connection goes back many years at CSUB. It'll be 50 years ago this September when I took my first course at Cal State Bakersfield. But the connection goes back a little bit further. In fall of 1971, was the first time I stepped foot on the campus as a high school sophomore at East High, okay, in the Oral Language Festival. The campus was in the middle of nowhere at that time, okay, and had very few buildings. I've stayed involved at CSUB as a member of the Roadrunner Club for over 40 years, attending basketball games through good times and tough times. I continue to attend games with my daughters and now my grandchildren. It's become a family tradition. I also have 2 daughters and a son-in-law that are CSUB alums. Okay. My teaching has been a way to significantly give back to the university, and I'd like all of my former and current students to stand. Okay. These are the fruits of my labors. Okay. I'm proud of every single one of them. Okay. And lastly, the Runner Alumni Mentor Program, which we call RAMP. Okay. It's been truly rewarding experience for me as well as the students that participate. And I'd like to recognize Karen Vasquez. Is she around here? She's somewhere around here. Give a stand. Okay. Okay, she's one of the students that I've mentored and still mentor to this day. Okay, Karen exemplifies what the program is about. She stayed engaged and pulled everything out of me she could while teaching me a few things along the way. Okay, see, I'm a 5th-generation college graduate, far different than the 1st-generation graduate that she is. And so I've been able to gain a whole new perspective on the college education experience through my relationship with Karen. This relationship has developed over the last 7.5 years and so that RAMP is very impactful to our students. And I hope that all of you alumni out there will get involved. Okay, I want to leave you with one final thought. This is something that my late father-in-law once told me. Always leave things a little better than you found them. Hopefully I've done that. Again, thank you for the great honor, and I'm truly humbled with this recognition.